Wait. I got Imina 34 na legislature in Guahan is called to order. Assistant Majority Leader, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to adopt today's legislative session agenda dated March 17, 2017.
A motion was made to adopt today's legislative session agenda dated March 17, 2017. Are there any objections? Hearing no objections, motion passes. Assistant Majority Leader, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to waive legislative session agenda items 2 to 5.
A motion was made to waive legislative session agenda items 2 to 5. Are there any objections? 2 is the prayer. Oh, okay. Let's proceed with item 2, then I'll entertain a motion for the others after that. Okay? Is that all right? Okay. So, shall we all rise? Senator Biscoe Lee, would you lead us in prayer?
Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Amen.
Thank you very much, Senator. Majority Leader, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to waive legislative session agenda item 3 to 5.
A motion was made to waive legislative session agenda items 3 to 5. Are there any objections? There are none, so moved. Clerk, please take the roll call.
Senator Atta. Senator Uggan. Senator Castro. Speaker Cruz. Senator Asphodon. Senator Esteves. Senator Lee. Senator Morrison. Senator Muñoz. Senator Nelson. Senator Rodriguez. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Nicolas. Vice Speaker Chalahi.
Present.
Senator Torres. Madam Speaker, there is a quorum.
Thank you very much, Madam Clerk. Majority Leader, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to waive legislative session agenda items 7 to 12.
A motion was made to waive legislative session agenda items 7 through 12. Are there any objections? No objections, so moved. We're in motions. Assistant Majority Leader, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to excuse the members not present for today's session.
A motion was made to excuse the members not present. Are there any objections? There are none, so moved. Majority Leader, you are recognized.
Madam Speaker, I move to place resolution number 51-34LS and resolution number 52-34LS onto second reading file.
A motion was made to place resolution number 51 on the second reading file and 52 on the second reading file. Are there any objections? Senator Sinicolis, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just a point of order. We would need to make that motion notwithstanding the House rules, because the House rules do dictate that those resolutions go through a particular process in order to be placed onto the second reading file. So we would need to motion to place them on the second reading file notwithstanding the House rules. Just a point of order.
All right. Majority Leader, can you amend your motion? I can't hear. I don't know what's the rule of waving.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Notwithstanding the House rules, I move to place resolution number 51-34 and resolution number 52-34 onto the second reading file.
A motion was made to place resolutions 51 and 52 on the second reading file, notwithstanding the standing rules. Are there any objections? Yes. All in favor of placing resolutions 51 and 52 on the second reading file, please raise your hand. Motion, okay. The motion passes. Majority Leader, you're recognized. We're on items 14 and 15 of the agenda. Majority Leader, you're recognized. We are on items 14, on item 14 of the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to waive legislative session agenda items 14 and 15.
On the motion to waive legislative concurrence and consent calendar, are there any objections? No objections, so ordered. Majority Leader, you are recognized.
Madam Speaker, I move to go to the second reading file.
On the motion, no objection, motion carries. We are in second reading. Senator Biscoli.
Point of order, Madam Speaker. Point of order.
Senator Reagan, you are recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I think we're about ready to venture and discuss two significant resolutions that would really direct the government in a particular direction. And I understand that one of our legal counsel representatives had undergone surgery, but I would recommend that we have legal counsel available just in case any legal advice or guidance is necessary. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I'd like to call a recess. We are back in session. Vice Speaker Chirlahi, you are
Madam Speaker, I would
recognized.
ask that we proceed. I've not been able to get a hold of the council, and assistant counsel is not going to be available for quite some time. So I would ask that we proceed unless an issue arises.
Senator Torres, you are recognized.
May I please inquire with the good speaker the urgency of conducting this hearing right now by going against the standing rules, not having legal counsel on a matter that I believe requires us to have a balanced consideration of the action we're about to take and the legal ramifications down the road. And I would like to also perhaps get some clarity as to the reason for calling this session at this hour, only hours after the public hearing on the matters have recessed, and without any sort of committee report for us to refer to. I believe we've had the opportunity, those of us who stood in or watched approximately 5 hours of public hearing today. We certainly got a point of view, but I feel personally that we didn't, and perhaps
Madam
others, that we
Speaker,
didn't have another point of view.
Point of
So-
order.
So I would just like some clarity as to the why we're here, exactly why we're here and what we're discussing, and particularly the justification for convening this hearing at this hour.
Madam Speaker, point of order. We are in
Senator
second
Chalabi.
reading. I am prepared to proceed with the resolution so that we can have full discussion as to what they are about and why we are here. I believe the committee report it's been submitted, so I believe that it's online. You can't see it?
I'd like to call a recess.
Mic test.
So, oh,
Members, we are in second reading. We are on Resolution 51-34 LS. Vice Speaker Chalahi, you are recognized.
thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I would like to move Resolution number 51-34 to the third reading. Resolution 51 is relative to supporting that the Government of Guam move forward to appeal the ruling of the District Court of Guam to assist in defending the rights of the native inhabitants of Guam. If you can recall, this was raised in the last session, and my colleagues asked that we get input of the public, and we were able to do that today. And everyone was given notice, and we actually had a very long hearing with input on Resolution number 51. Resolution 51 is specifically relative to the appeal of the Davis versus GEC case. And this case permanently enjoins the political status plebiscite and further actions by Guam Election Commission in that regard. And the legislature is in receipt of a letter from Guam Election Commission which says that they have, I'm paraphrasing, but halted their activities relative to this plebiscite in light of the decision.
I apologize, Speaker Chalahi. I'd like to call a recess. Members, we are in second reading. We are on Resolution 51-34LS. Speaker Chalahi, you are recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Resolution 51, as I said, simply expresses the support of the legislature on behalf of the people of Guam to an appeal in the Davis versus GEC case. It has two resolved clauses. The first one says that Imini 34 na Legislature Guahan does hereby, on behalf of the Legislature Guahan and the people of Guam, support that the government of Guam move forward to appeal the ruling of the District Court of Guam to assist in defending the rights of the native inhabitants of Guam, almost identical to the title. And the second resolved says that the Speaker and the Legislative Secretary attest to the adoption hereof and that copies of the same be thereafter transmitted to the Honorable Elizabeth Barrett Anderson, Attorney General of Guam, and to the Honorable Edward J.B. Cabo Imagalahin Guahan. This is simply a communication between the legislature to the executive branch, expressing our sentiment and our hope that if they appeal this case, that they know that we support them and that might help them. The Davis versus GEC, as we know, came out while we were in session, in our last session, and that's when this resolution was introduced and passed out to all the members. The decision, in its conclusion, the court ordered the following. Plaintiff's motion for summary judgment is hereby granted. Plaintiff is Davis. Number 2, defendant's motion for summary judgment is hereby denied as moot. And the defendant, of course, is the Guam Election Commission. And it says Leonardo M. Rapadas. Number 3, the court permanently enjoins the government of Guam and its officers, employees, agents, and political subdivisions from enforcing the political status plebiscite and any laws and regulations designed to enforce the plebiscite law, insofar as such enforcement would prevent or hinder plaintiff and other qualified voters who are not native inhabitants of Guam from registering for and voting excuse me, prevent or hinder plaintiff and other qualified voters who are not native inhabitants of Guam from registering for and voting in the political status plebiscite. Number 4, the clerk is directed to enter judgment for plaintiff. Because of this order, as I said earlier, the Guam Election Commission has sent a letter to the legislature indicating that they are stopping registrations, I believe, in the plebiscite or in the registry in light of this decision. We heard much testimony today, Madam Speaker, and so I don't think I need to reiterate all of that, but I think to summarize, it was I did not receive any testimony that said that they objected to the legislature supporting an appeal. And so I would ask my colleagues that we honor the wishes of the people that we have heard and that we just honor our own branch and that we are part of the government of Guam, and if the AG and the governor of Guam are going to represent the government of Guam, that we let them know what is our sentiment in this case. And I sincerely hope that it will help us in our plight for self-determination and that we will see success. And so I ask all my colleagues to support Resolution 51 thank you, Madam Speaker.
Any other members wish to speak? On the motion to place Resolution 51-34 on the third reading file, Senator Morrison, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I thank the author for moving these resolutions through the public hearing process in a expeditious manner, and for allowing our people to express their views in this 5-hour public hearing this evening or this afternoon. I believe every member of this body was present throughout the 5 hours, and I believe we've heard a lot of passionate testimony by our people. So, Madam Speaker, I ask that this body move, or that I move now, withstanding the House rules, that we move on these resolutions with immediate action or immediate consideration.
Senator Nicholas, you are recognized.
Just a point of order, Madam Speaker. Is the current speaker intending to bypass further discussion? Is that the intent of the motion?
Yes, Madam Speaker. I believe that every member of this body was present today, and I think I'm not sure if the body wishes to further deliberate on this. I think our people made it very clear today there's strong support for both resolutions. So I ask, notwithstanding the House rules, that we move for immediate consideration.
Senator Nicholas, you're recognized.
Madam Speaker, there actually is some other items to potentially discuss concerning the resolution. I would like, at least on my behalf, to be able to get on the record and pose certain questions, because I think that there are certain things that I would prefer get clarified prior to moving on this measure. I do agree that it was a very extensive public hearing, and we did get a lot of commentary. In light of that, what we did not get in any respect was any feedback from the Attorney General. They were not present at the hearing. We have not heard from them. And this resolution is seeking to advance an appeal that they would need to process. And so at the very least, that's a perspective that should be included in this deliberation. So I would respectfully request that the mover of the motion to bypass further discussion kindly withdraw. And if he insists not to, I would like to register an objection to the motion.
Senator Morrison? Motion's withdrawn. On the motion, Senator Nicholas, you are recognized.
Madam Speaker, I have a motion on the floor. I ask the body move for immediate consideration. I'm not sure if this matter should be debatable, so. Right.
Point of information, Madam Speaker. The issue was just raised on whether this motion is debatable or not. Without legal counsel, the question then becomes who will determine whether this is a debatable motion or not.
I'd like to call a recess. Members, we are in the second reading. Senator Morrison, your motion on the floor is notwithstanding the rules to bypass debate and move to the third reading, correct? There has been an objection. All in favor of Senator Morrison's motion, please raise your hand. Motion carries. Resolution number 51-34. LS. Clerks, please read the title.
Resolution.
Madam Speaker, we're still in second reading. Oh, both were moved to third? Oh, was that both, 51 and 52?
Just 51.
Both? So we're in third reading now?
That was voted on.
Point of,
No, I believe he called for the previous question, so we voted on whether to end the debate, and that passed, and so now we vote whether to put it in third reading. Madam Speaker, point of order.
So we're not.
Madam Speaker, are we in recess?
I'd like to call a recess.
Thank you.
back in session. Clerks, please continue to read the title.
Resolution number 51-34 LS, introduced by Therese M. Terlahi, relative to supporting that the government of Guam move forward to appeal the ruling of the District Court of Guam to assist in defending the rights of the native inhabitants of Guam.
Roll call.
Senator Tom Atta. Senator Atta excused. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Speaker Cruz. Speaker Cruz excused. Senator Espaldon. Senator Espaldon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee.
Hungen.
Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muñoz. Senator Muñoz, aye. Senator Nelson.
Hungen.
Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator San Nicolas.
You're recognized.
Madam Speaker, I'd like to make a motion that we excuse Senator San Nicolas.
Thank you. So moved. Calling on the motion. No objection. No objection. So ordered. Clerk, please continue.
Senator San Nicolas excused. Vice Speaker Terlahi. Vice Speaker Terlahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, aye.
Resolution number 51-34 received 12 ayes, 3 excused. Resolution number 57-37 LS is duly adopted by the body. I'm sorry. Resolution 51-37 LS is duly adopted by the body. 51-34 LS is duly adopted by the body. Resolution number 52-34 LS. Clerks, please read the title.
Resolution number 52-34 LS, introduced by Therese M. Terlahi, relative to supporting that the government of Guam not enter into a consent decree without approval of the Guam Legislature and the Governor of Guam regarding the recent threatened lawsuit proposed by the United States Department of Justice over the Chamorro Land Trust Act.
Roll call.
Senator Adda. Senator Adda, excused. Senator Uggan. Senator Uggan, aye. Senator Castro. Senator Castro, aye. Speaker Cruz. Speaker Cruz, excused. Senator Espadon. Senator Espadon, aye. Senator Esteves. Senator Esteves, aye. Senator Lee.
Hungan.
Senator Lee, aye. Senator Morrison. Senator Morrison, aye. Senator Muñoz. Senator Muñoz, aye. Senator Nelson.
Hungan.
Senator Nelson, aye. Senator Rodriguez. Senator Rodriguez, aye. Senator San Augustine. Senator San Augustine, aye. Senator San Nicolas. Senator San Nicolas, excused. Vice Speaker Terlahi. Vice Speaker Terlahi, aye. Senator Torres. Senator Torres, nay.
Resolution number 52-34 LS receives 11 yeas, 1 nay, 3 excused. Resolution number 52-34 LS is duly adopted by the body. Assistant Majority Leader, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I move to adjourn this session subject to the call of the Speaker.
On the motion to adjourn this session, subject to the call of the Speaker without objection, so ordered.